What's up? TWOSUN. It's in that box and it's wrapped normal. So we're going to go ahead and take it out of the box. This one I have had sitting around here in this box for a while. Yeah, I think this has been sitting here for well over a month and a half, maybe more. Yeah, oily. So this is a TS372. It's in D2 steel, and I believe it's a front flipper only. And I think these scales are brass on both sides. The pocket clip is going to be interesting. Let's wipe this initial quart of oil off of it. Ain't no sense getting that all over my hands and the desk pad, all that. Okay. I'm going to probably pop that blade and we'll wipe it off too. How about that? All right, first run, front flipper. There's no jimping up here. It's got some jimping on the spine, but there's none up top. Let's see what's up. Okay. It's pretty simple. Easy access to the lock. They've got it scalloped out. I mean, that's coming around pretty quick. Can get you. Reminds me right there. I saw it, my eyes caught it, of a pterodactyl. Right? I saw that movie, Jurassic Park or whatever. That thing was chasing him on a bridge. Well, that's what that looks like to me. Okay. Maybe the crows from the Wizard of Oz. They kind of had a funky look like that too. I don't know. All right. Well, interesting that they didn't put any jimping on that. It's a fairly heavy, slender knife. Yeah, I don't like that sloppiness. I like things to be a little more crisp, especially when I'm dealing with razor blades. And this thing's pretty sticky. All right, let's take it apart. I've been toying with it long enough. Touching it, rolling it around. Let's just see what's going on. So that screw was really loose, barely in there. So it makes me wonder if it's going to impact the action. If I tighten that up, like, was there a reason that they kept it that way? Pocket clip's got to come out to access that backspacer screw. Nice long, heavy-duty screw on that pocket clip. Get that out. It's recessed into this brass, and it's got enough of a profile with that one screw. I think it'll be fine. I already got that screw loose, and this one will have to come too, I believe. Yep. Okay. We should be all good. Should come right apart. That scale come off. Ooh, look at that dirtiness. And that is a slab of alloy. Yeah, it thudded. It's got the, is that titanium? It does have titanium scale or liners. Okay. That's a pretty good thing for a budget knife, and that's what this is classified for me. This is a budget knife. And the way I classify budget knives is under $50. And this knife qualifies. I don't think I'm going to force that out of there. If that's what it takes to get it out, I think I'll leave it be. Yeah, let's wipe it down. Yeah, you get too many of these in, you got to change towels pretty regularly because they take on enough oil that then everything you wipe gets oily. Even in these big microfibers. So, hey, on these microfiber towels, I buy these at Sam's Club. Buy them in a big bulk. I think they're like $19 for a big pack of them. And they're, to me, they're so inexpensive that if I got to use a rag for something, I'm using that because they're so absorbing. Now, I'll wash them, but I mean, I end up buying a pack of these, probably once every 6 months or so. I just end up, I need a new pack. I can't keep track of them. I don't know where they went. Use them for something that I just want to throw it away. It's like, yeah, I'm not cleaning that. But yeah, I like them. I'm sure Costco has the same thing. Pretty sure you can buy these even cheaper on like AliExpress if you're going to order a knife. And that's kind of the way I think. It's like if I'm going to order a towel, I better add a knife to it. I know that's sick, right? It's like, oh, I need this or that, so I go looking for it. And then it's like, well, I'm going to have to pick a knife to go with it. Yeah. Ugh. The webs we weave, man. But yeah, same thing. If I'm going to go buy towels at AliExpress, then I dang sure got to add a knife. And if I'm going to buy a knife, might as well get some towels. Because yeah, they sell these big microfibers like this on AliExpress as well. Pretty good, cheap price. But I'm a Sam's Club junkie, so if I go in there, this is the kind of stuff that I'll definitely pick up and bring out with me. I'm missing a washer. Looking at my table here. Oh, there it is. It's on my screwdriver. I picked that up though. I was like, hey, something's not right here. All right, let's put it back together. I think we'll go to this scale here. I wonder if I'd almost like this knife without that scale. Does that scale got to go on? And then I'll come back and put it on. Let me think about this for a second. So those screws go through these spacers. They don't go through this anyway, so it's only the pivot. Nah, they do go through it. I think everything would be too long. It wouldn't shore up properly because this has got enough thickness, especially on both sides, that all that's made for that thickness and shape. I didn't wipe this off. Yeah, it just got me thinking. I mean, I don't think it would hurt my feelings to slender up this knife and take some of that weight off of it, but no worries. It's all good. Okay. A little racetrack washer. Bearing. I mean, I don't think I really cleaned much there. I think what I did was just got rid of all of the excess oil because there was a lot. Missing a pin. There we go. before I forget. Ooh, did I not clean this? I don't think I cleaned either of those scales over there. The brass one or this titanium scale. I don't think I wiped them. Pay attention. Pay attention. Use the force. All right. Dork. There we go. It's coming together now. Okay. Pocket clip's got to go last because it actually blocks this side screw. Go ahead and put some tension on those. Yeah, if you remember when I took it apart, there wasn't any tension here, so I wonder how that's running now. Yeah, so that's why it was so loose. I'm probably going to have to Loctite it because putting tension on that, it doesn't like it. So there, it's just a little bit past touching. See if it's got any play. No, it's solid. So I'm going to go ahead and Loctite that. This clip doesn't have much spring to it. So I'm going to try to manipulate it just a little bit to take some of the harshness out of that. I don't think I got very far with that because that is really tight. But we'll find out where we're at. I may have to take that off and really go after it and try to take some tension out of it after the fact to make it work in a pocket. There's a couple of things against it. Is it's really narrow from the bottom of that clip to the scale. So it's not going to take thick material at all. But then the amount of spring here, I mean, I can barely lift that off that scale. So I'm going to go ahead and Loctite this real quick because it is just touching. There's hardly any tension on this screw at all. So I'm going to get her good because I don't want it coming out of there unless I want it out of there. Ugh. Falling apart here, making a mess. Okay. So I'll check that screw when I'm done handling this knife, and then I'll put it away and let it set up for at least a day before I meddle with it again, because I'll want that to harden and lock in position. Yeah, so I mean the action's running pretty good now. I'm gonna check it for side to side, up and down play real quick. Yeah, it's solid in there. I mean, that screw's just not required to be tight. It just, as soon as it makes contact, it's good. Okay, ergonomics. So the jimping here on the back of the spine, top shelf, really aggressive and sharp, so that creates a good firm hold. This jimping is exactly the same, so it kind of on a forward kind of choked up position. Pardon me. You can get both of these, and you've kind of got a solid platform there. This spot here kind of provides some protection. I'm going to say that this is um, there's not confident, there's confident, and then there's very confident. So I'm going to say it's in between not confident and confident. So it's somewhere just shy of confident because it does lock in pretty good. It's not quite a confident grip, but it's just shy of one. I think that I could maintain this grip facing some forward resistance. There's a couple of factors. Super pointy. So this thing's it's gonna encounter resistance different. It's got the ability like to not go bong and just stop. It's got the ability to deflect and a lot of things. So it's not putting the you got to give on my grip, whatever I'm poking may give. So, yeah, I mean, I like it. It's kind of heavy with them scales, but overall, that grip is solid. That clip 100% disappears in there. I, I mean, I don't hate it. I like it. It's built kind of right to really get a good, solid, confident grip. I'm kind of digging it. Let's check that pocket clip because that's next. And of course, it's going to tell its own story. It's just look at it's scalloped. Talking about action, scalloped on this side and this side. So reaching in to release that lock, which looks like it's about 30 to 40%. That was a big fail. But yeah, it looks like about 30 to 40% of lockup. Yeah, it's easy to get in there and manipulate that lock. Let's see what we got here. Thick pants. Can we get under it? Oh, I mean, I can get under it, but it's not enough clearance for this thick pants. It's coming up short from going all the way in. I mean, once it's in there, it's pretty smooth. It's not binding or going to tear my pants at all. So, yeah, now the second time in, it went in deep. It's all the way in, and it's just smooth out. There's no binding. So, I mean, with time, it's probably going to be just fine on these thick, heavy-duty pants. Little bit showing on the top. You got just enough to grab onto to access this knife. What about standard jeans? That thickness. Yeah, so it's money. One-handed operation, in and out. It's going to go in easy. It's going to come out easy. Yeah, not bad. What about safety? Wonder if we can contact anything here in the pocket. So looking at this, I already know you can't contact that blade. Yeah, it's way recessed in there. What about this tip? Yeah, no chance to get that tip either. So, I mean, all in all, the pocket clip, I'm going to be okay with it. I think that the more it works, the better it's going to work. And yeah, the flipper only without jimping is functional. And I'm sure that if you were going to make this an EDC knife and put it in your pocket and carry it around, you'd spend a little time with it. Get used to, hey, how do I got to get in this thing? Just like me in this real short amount of time, it's getting easier. So it's got that fuller on it. Does that play a part at all? I wonder if I can spidey flick that. Nah, can't get in deep enough. No, there it is. So if you wanted to, you could figure out how to spidey flick it. I can get in deep enough to Get it? There you go. You just got to keep looking, I guess, right? Is it sharp? I mean, this isn't much of a piece of paper, but let's use it. I mean, it's wicked sharp. Super duper sharp. Yep. So they ground the edge on that thing properly. Price and availability. So this is fairly readily available. White Mountain Knives has it for around $90, 10% off, so it puts you just over $80. eBay has auctions running. So I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. I'll look. If so, I'll put a link to it in the notes. So it's out there. You can still get after it. It's definitely a unique knife. And it's no slouch. I'm going to say it's well over 5 ounces. So that is a bunch of knife. And I think part of the issue with it is it looks and gives the appearance of like a small knife, but it's not a small knife. I mean, if I get a strong grip on this, like right here, I've got a lot going. After 4 fingers, there's still, I mean, I could go all the way back to here and still get 4 fingers on that. So, but I think this is the spot right here. Just up tight. There it is. Can you choke up on it? Yeah. So, yeah. TS372, front flipper only. On the auction side, I picked this up around $40. So that's probably where I would look. If I was interested in one, I'd look on eBay for an auction. I'd search the 372 and just see if there were opportunities, because for whatever reason, it's not super popular. But I dig it. It's just a little heavy. And that pocket clip, that's leaving something. But if you're wearing normal pants, it's probably a perfect one hand in and out. Anyways, I appreciate you watching.